So I've done these Sims 4 build challenges in the past, right? Where you go on Pinterest and recreate images from there in The Sims. But have you guys gone scrolling on Pinterest lately? There is so much AI, it's completely taken over. And like, some of the posts are very obvious, but some of them you really have to stop and take a look to figure out if it's real or not. But I personally love this type, the ones where people work with AI to create something that clearly doesn't exist in the real world. Like, look at these little mushroom houses and these flower cake ones. Like, this is the type of inspiration I want to recreate in The Sims 4 today. This is so cute, it's summery, it's outrageous, and it might be difficult to recreate, but let's try it. But before we get started today, this video is sponsored by Luisa, and you guys, I am so excited to share this one with you. One thing about me, I am a jewelry girl through and through. This is something that I learned recently about myself. I didn't know where to find affordable, trendy, and good quality jewelry, but now all those problems are gone now that I've found Luisa. Luisa is a jewelry brand, and they make the cutest jewelry pieces. The quality is unmatched. They're long-lasting, tarnish-resistant, strength, and humidity tested. They sent me these 2 pieces to show you guys, and I have been wearing these every day since I got them. The bracelet is one I can wear with literally anything. It's so simple and dainty. And then I got this necklace since I'm really into the charmed look at the moment. It's so adorable on its own, but I've also been layering it with my other necklaces too. I've had these for like a month at this point. Like, I took them camping, I went swimming, I've been sleeping in them, and they still look brand new. So it's nice knowing you're investing in jewelry that will last you a long time. They are so confident that you'll love your Luisa jewelry. They have a 2-year warranty on all of their products. Plus, they have free shipping to the US and affordable shipping internationally. So check out Luisa using my link down in the description below. Thank you so much to Luisa for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. Okay, so here's the photo again for reference. So I think we'll be building today in Chestnut Ridge. This is a super adorable 30 by 20 lot, and I'm gonna start by raising this up on the tiniest bit of terrain. So I used the raise terrain tool, and I literally just clicked like gently. And then I'm gonna use the flatten terrain tool, and I'm gonna click somewhere lower on the raise terrain that I just made. And I'm just making like a big platform for it, basically. Something simple like that. And our shell for this is going to be very tall, narrow, and I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be awkward looking. We're going 3 floors all the way up. It looks like we'll maybe have a bump out here to the side. And then at the top, we're gonna do one long rectangle room. I told you it was gonna be weird. This is gonna be one of the trust the process ones though, so stay with me, okay? We can do this. The reason why I made that weird room is because I'm planning on putting a half gabled roof piece on there. I'm gonna raise it up so it's matching the room height that I made. And then I'm gonna bring in the adjusters only on one side. So holding shift on my keyboard, then you can just bring in the one side. We're gonna pull that all the way to the back, and then I'm gonna copy and paste and put that on the other side. Now all we need to do is find a gabled roof piece. We're gonna put that right on top and shrink it. I'm bringing in the adjusters, and I'm gonna flatten that down. Then we bring it all the way to the back, and we've kind of got the matching roof shape happening here now. By the way, I have a couple announcements that we're going to talk about. First of all, take a good look at our background back here, because in the next video, I should have a new one. I ordered some things. We're gonna make some changes in the back there. I've been meaning to make a new background since I moved, which was almost a year ago. And also, I'm really excited to let you guys know that I will be returning to streaming on Twitch. It has literally been like over 2 years since I went live, and like I went live in early channel days, so most of you probably never saw my live streams, but I will be going live tomorrow, July 19th. I'm gonna link my Twitch down below, so even if you guys miss a stream on Friday, you can follow me over there so you'll find out when I'm going live next. And also, I don't really think I'm gonna be going in with any kind of schedule yet, so make sure you follow me over there to find out when I'm gonna go live, which is crazy to say. I never thought I would say that again. Anyway, I've just gone in and added some fencing on here. I'm gonna go with a very light pastel pink color for the wallpaper. And these windows might also get a little weird because a lot of them are round. And our round windows in The Sims 4, not really the greatest. But for the top window there, I went in with a cats and dogs window. And this one here I'm using is from My Wedding Stories. And oh god, they kind of go to the side a little bit. For my door, I'm gonna use this one here from Cottage Living. I'm adding some stairs. I'm also adding some columns here from horse ranch. And before I go literally any further, let's start working on these big details on the house. So first of all, we need a massive window box at the front, which kind of looks like it could be this one from Get Famous. And then there's another one up top. It's a little bit smaller, and the sunflowers are going to be huge. I'm sizing them up. This is going to sort of be like our chimney here, which is great because this base game sunflower has like a little bucket, which we could pull off as our chimney. I'm going to add these from Cottage Living on the sides. And then we're also going to need a pink and white awning going over top of the door. I'm sizing up this base game one here. And then I'm also going to take these base game sunflowers and I'm going to size them up. I'm going to raise them up so they're going to be coming out of the flower pots that are like on the window. And I feel like I could add a few of them at different sizes and heights. And then maybe we add in another one of these here at the front too. And then the picture didn't have them, but I was thinking that adding shutters here might actually help us out with the spacing of those windows. I'm gonna add another sized up sunflower over to the right and maybe another big one here at the front. Then we can add some stairs to our side part here. And I think I might play around with the terrain a little bit more. Then we can use some of the Riviera Retreat flooring and I can make my own little stone pathway leading to the other side. And for windows on the side, I'm actually going to use these ones instead from Eco Lifestyle. I don't want to bring through the round windows all the way around, I don't think, even though in the picture it does show one on the side. I feel like it'll look a lot better if we just keep it consistent going down this part. The more I look at this sunflower thing, the more I just see hot dogs. So we'll maybe just ignore those. I'm adding some sized up vased sunflowers at the front, and I've also just added this bump out here to the side just because I felt like we needed a little extra something going on over there. It was kind of too boxy, and I added these trellises here from high school years. All right, so far this is what we got. I did change the window boxes at the front to these ones from Cottage Living, and I did notice on our picture there are some butterflies flying around the house. And we have this item from the kids room stuff pack. I feel like this is going to be our best bet, so I'm sizing these all the way up, and I'm going to raise them up along both sides here so they're going to look like they're surrounding the house. This is either going to make or break the build here, so let's see how this turns out once I add them. We obviously have way more butterflies than in the picture, but there's something about it. I feel like we might have something here. Let me do the rest of the landscaping and then I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so this is how our sunflower butterfly house turned out. This is crazy. Super untraditional. This is not something you would see in The Sims or anywhere. It kind of just looks like a little sunflower fairy house or something, and I'm obsessed. Going along the sides, I just added some more sized up flowers, some garden decor, got our mailbox, our trash can back there. Over to the side, I added a swing set. We had this little space here, so I thought that would be cute, and it looked like there was a bench or something in the picture, so I figured why not add a swing set. And then in the back here, I just added this super cute flower truck from My Wedding Stories. Clearly, the person who lives here is big on flowers, and it just kind of made sense, so we added that in the back. Here it is in different lighting, and those butterflies are great because they're actually lights as well, so at nighttime, here's how it looks. Okay, let's go inside. We're gonna end up having a few bedrooms going on in here. I think we can fit 3 bedrooms, kitchen and dining down below. Let's go see what we're gonna build next. So this is actually an Instagram page that I found through Pinterest. This is probably my new favorite Instagram page. It's called Chaos Dreamland, and the art that they have created on here is so cool to me. I mean, look at these aesthetics. It is chef's kiss. I'm obsessed. But the specific image I wanted to recreate as a bedroom in The Sims 4 was this one. It's got records on there. There's like heart decor everywhere. It's pink. It's vintage. I love it. So let's make this. So we're kind of going backwards. We're starting in this upstairs bedroom. For now, I'm using base game pink wallpaper and flooring. But for lighting, I'm going to use the disco ball from the Party Essentials kit combined with this lighting here from the same kit. But I'm going to play around with the sizing. We're gonna push these a little into the corner, and then I'm gonna go into live mode, and I'm gonna actually set some of these to pink. I also might dim some of them just because it's gonna get a little bright in here with all these lights. And next I want to make that little area where the records are. So using this end table from high school years, we're gonna change it to the pink swatch, and I'm gonna push one against the wall, but then I'm gonna turn 2 of them back backwards. So we're gonna place them like this, and then we're gonna end up with a different look using the same end tables. And there are a couple different record players we could use here. My favorite is this one from the Modern Luxe kit. I think it's so cute. We're gonna add that onto the table, but I'm also gonna use this one, and I'm really just using this here for record clutter. This is also from the Party Essentials kit. There's also this one from Get Famous, but actually that one does look pretty good too. I unfortunately won't be able to recreate the exact heart mirrors that are behind, so I'm gonna raise up these mirrors. These are from the Modern Luxe kit. I'm just gonna put them so they're looking like they're leaning on the end tables that we added, and I'm gonna stick them together too, so it kind of looks like one big mirror. As always, I rarely use custom content in my Sims 4 builds, so when recreating these images, we kind of just gotta do with what we're given. Like for all of the hearts, I was thinking about using these heart stakes, and I can just raise them up and put them on top of my end tables just as decor there. Actually, that looks kind of cute. We also, of course, have the heart shelf from the Pastel Pop kit, and I've opened up debug for my wedding stories, so I'm basically gonna fill up these glass shelves with like any other heart decor that I can find, and any other clutter like these magazines from Moschino. Actually, the pink chest from Moschino could be really cute, like at the end of our bed or something. And then going to the other side, I want to add these shelves all the way along the back wall here, and I wanted to have enough room so I could put these hearts along the wall too. I feel like the heart bed here is the obvious answer, but I kind of want to use the Modern Luxe one. Like that just looks so cute. And then we use a Decor to the Max chair to the right. I wish I had some better glass shelving I could add because I'm seeing a lot of that, so I'm just gonna actually go in instead with these bookshelves from the Book Nook kit. In between there, I'm gonna add these pedestals from Get Famous just as a divider. We're gonna add a big pink fluffy rug underneath the bed, and we're also gonna need a dresser, so I'm gonna use this one from High School Years, and I'm just gonna push that over into the corner. All right, so here's how our room turned out. I hate how when I zoom in, those lights go away because that is part of the build, but I added some pillows on the ground for extra coziness, some clutter going along our shelves. I also added these heart lights, which I tried to push into the block there, but they're kind of just there. I also added some City Living flower petals going under the bed, and I think this turned out really cool, especially this little record area over there. So another AI Pinterest aesthetic that I found is this one here. This is like a cloud dreamcore sort of vibe. Some of the bedrooms are literally meant to look like they're up in the clouds, and some of them just have an emphasis on this puffy cloud-like furniture. So I found this picture. It's soft. We've got the dreamcore element. Let's create this. So for consistency, I'm using the same base game wood, and for the wallpaper, I need something that's split in half. So this one from the Pastel Pop kit, I need a half pink, half blue. Oh, we got it. Okay, so for the back wall, we're using that, and then we can just use the solid blue for the other walls. And then we have strip lights around the entire thing. So I'm using these from High School Years, and I'm placing these along the top and bottom of every wall. This is such a versatile item. I have used these to manipulate lighting in a lot of my builds. I kind of get excited when I get to use them. So now we sort of have a similar soft lighting going on, and I'm also gonna place these dividing the pink and the blue. And then we're gonna use these pink vertical lines from City Living, and I'm shoving them as far into the wall as I can without them showing out the back. I need some kind of white divider at the bottom, so I'm actually gonna use this here. This is just a plain wall sign, and it's from Dine Out. And for our clouds, I might be a little limited on what we can use here. We have these base game shelves, but they don't really give off the puffy vibe that the other ones do. I wonder if we tried to make our own puffy clouds using this yarn from Nifty Knitting. Let me size these up and play around a little bit. I'm really just trying to fill in the cloud shape that's already in the background. I mean, it's weird, but it's kind of interesting. Okay, let me see if we add a bed. Let's go ahead and add this one from High School Years. And I'm just gonna use base game end tables along the sides here. I'm adding a plant to the left. We're adding a City Living fluffy rug, and I'm adding some pillows behind the bed. And we'll add a teddy bear there because why not? And what actually caught my eye was the little ottomans that are all clustered around. They're sort of in a cloud shape too. So I'm gonna use these. These are from Snowy Escape, and I'm just gonna add them around, and then I'm gonna size some of them down and just place them in weird positions. Sort of like that, I guess. And then I'm gonna raise up another stuffed animal from Nifty Knitting. Wait, this is actually kind of coming together. I'm gonna add this chandelier here from Spa Day, but I'm gonna shrink it and we're changing the color of it to this blue toned white. We're adding a comfy couch over here from the Book Nook kit, filling that in again with more pillows. I'm adding a Dream Home Decorator desk in the corner with a heart chair, a computer, and I'm adding this neon mirror here. This is from the Party Essentials kit. Okay, so this is how our cloud bedroom turned out. Absolutely obsessed with this one. Our weird like popcorn clouds actually kind of turned out. I love our bed with the pillows. Even the detailing behind the bed looks so cute. I also added more of those base game cloud lights. And then over to the side, we just have our desk, our weird collection of ottomans, a tiny living dresser, and there we go. We have our cloudy Dreamcore bedroom. So for the final bedroom we're gonna do, this one caught my eye. I saw a few of these like butterfly headboard beds and I'm obsessed with this. I want this in real life. Oh yeah, here's another one. Like how iconic is that? Again, gonna be hard to pull off in The Sims 4, but I have an idea. Okay, so for this bedroom, I'm using base game marble flooring combined with a black Modern Luxe wallpaper. I need a bed without a headboard, and for that, I always go for this one from Seasons. We could either use the kids' room butterflies around the circle window, which having that there, that actually does look pretty. But the Sims 4 backyard stuff has this random butterfly. I think the only swatch I'm going to be able to use for it is maybe this purple one, or I feel like it could look really good just in black. The problem is I'm going to have to raise this through the bottom floor. So I've sized it up and I'm just raising it up so that it's going to be pretty much circling around that window, kind of like that. The only issue is we're going to have that stick showing on that bottom floor, which is fine. We can just cover it up. Actually, let's make it bigger so we can really just push that headboard into the bottom part. All right, yeah, I feel like the purple swatches might be a little much, and I feel like the black blends seamlessly. Let's go like this. We'll add some lighting up top, and then just to make it look a little better, I'm using these marble end tables from Dine Out, and I'm just covering up the remaining part of the headboard. And I wouldn't mind adding lights to it maybe somehow. I was thinking about tracing it with these base game ones, but I feel like that might look a little weird. Like maybe it's okay. I don't know. Every time I change these, you guys get mad about it, so I guess we'll keep them. Actually, yeah, I think I don't mind that. On top of the coziness factor of the pillows, I feel like adding them in will also add a punch of color if you need it. Like if you're trying to match a bed and it's not quite working, adding the pillows in the color you're looking for can sometimes do the job. I can add a Snowy Escape fluffy rug underneath. Maybe we could add a bookshelf on one wall. I'm adding in some Modern Luxe lamps, maybe a Modern Luxe plant as well. And maybe we need like a black and purple chair here. I'm gonna add this one. This is from High School Years. We could also bring in a purple poof. I think I'm gonna use a vintage glamour black dresser in the corner. Ooh, and I feel like we need the High School Years mirror too. And I feel like I might have room for a skill item. I could do a table over here. This one's from Paranormal. And what could we put on top? Ooh, what about a camera? I could see this in being into photography. Let's add a couple. I'll do a couple cameras here, combined with like a salt lamp. Oh, this turned out cute. Things are really working out in our favor today. I love when we look at something and think like there's no way that's gonna happen, and then it comes together. Like we literally have a butterfly bed without custom content that we made, using really just one extra item. I kept it pretty simple and organized on the other side. We've just got our cameras, a mirror, and an ottoman over on the other one. I didn't want to take away from the main feature being our butterfly. And look at it even zoomed out. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy with that. Okay, so that should be it for our bedrooms. We've got a big bathroom here to do. What if we did a water, like mermaid themed bathroom? I found this one. It's kind of got like some glowing flooring happening. The main feature being the aquarium behind the bathtub. Okay, so for flooring options, I know we have this from Get Famous, which kind of looks like the glowing water on the floor. And we've got heavy blue lighting happening here, so we're gonna change those right away. I'm also seeing lights like these, so I'm adding these in. These are from the Oasis Courtyard kit. And for wallpaper, doesn't Snowy Escape have some kind of weird? No, that's like a mountain landscape. For now, I'm gonna try this weird glowing Spa Day wallpaper. For the sink, I'm actually gonna use this random base game corner table, and I'm gonna use an island living sink that we're gonna raise up, and I'm just gonna fit that right on top. So we've got this super fancy looking sink happening. Then we can add a mirror on top. We can add some candles too, and we'll add some towels. And I actually think I'm gonna change the position of our bathtub here because I'm gonna need a full wall to hide an aquarium behind. So I've got space behind for that. I'm gonna take a window. This is just a random one from Eco Lifestyle. We're gonna add a bathtub. The toilet will just go randomly over here. And for the aquarium, my favorite one to use is from Dine Out. So I'm just gonna put that that into the room behind the window. Maybe I can raise it up a little so it's like really showing for the bathtub. And then we're gonna surround this with plants. So I'm using this curtain here from the Blooming Rooms kit. I could also add these spiral blue flower things from Island Living. And I'm also adding this hanging plant kind of inside the coil of those flowers. I'm downloading some random ocean art off the gallery. I'm just framing them here using the paranormal pictures, and I'm just filling in the rest of this here with some extra plants. Okay, as the final thing, I know it doesn't match the picture, but I've added a disco ball in here, and I also added some confetti on the ground because I was trying to find a way to make the water reflection look on the ground, and I guess this is as good as we're gonna get. The final thing I'm doing is just going in and stocking this thing full of fish. So now we got the fishies in the background, we've got our little water glowing thing on the ground. Underrated feature, I actually really like this sink we made, but there we go. This is pretty much my dream bathroom right here. This one's kind of weird for a living room and doesn't really make sense, but like neither does the rest of the build. It has a pool like right before the TV, and then we've got the kitchen in the background there. We have a little dining table. I want to try and make this. We won't be doing the full levels obviously because it's not that kind of interior right now, so we'll just focus on this main level. So because of the pool, we have to do this on the bottom floor, and I'm gonna grab that same pink wallpaper that we used upstairs in the heart room. So the TV is gonna be on top of this big console table, and it's kind of like this base game one that I'm gonna size up. And then there's literally like this picture beside it, so I think I'm gonna add the other matching one over here. And then the pool is gonna be like right here. Honestly, Sims don't really have to get there to turn the TV on, I don't think, so I could bring this back like that, and I can use the glowing pool paint. This is so weird, but also so fun. Like there's no way Sims are not having a good time here. And then back here, we need a pink L-shaped couch. So I'm gonna use these from Dream Home Decorator. And then we'll raise up some pillows on there, obviously. I have this random space back here, so I might just put a lamp with like a bookshelf back here or something. And there's also a pink fluffy rug. This makes literally no sense. But then in the background, that's where we have the kitchen. This entire floor is giving Barbie home. Then we need just like a table here, some chairs like this. I'm gonna do a Dream Home Decorator oven, and behind all that I'm gonna use these Spa Day glowing neon mirrors. This one might be giving the most dreamcore actually, in the way that like sometimes when you're dreaming and there's something placed there that like shouldn't be there, that's how you know you're dreaming. Like a pool in the middle of your living room, for example. Definitely strange. But now we've got our kitchen, we've got our living room, our dining table, our pool. So now we have one little room to go. It's kind of like a hallway, and since we already did the living room, it could really be anything. So another cool aesthetic I've kind of seen going on is this crystal furniture vibe. Like I found this crystal pool table, which we don't have in The Sims 4. Here's another example, like this crystal bed, and also this sort of geode, I guess, inspired bar. What if we try to do something like that? So I guess we can tie together the butterfly room upstairs by using the same flooring and wallpaper. And I was thinking about maybe using this bar from Get Together. There are neon swatches we could use, or we could use this one from Bowling Night. We're using some weird items here today. We'll use some fancy bar stools, and my first hope was to use these, which are random geodes from The Sims 4 Get to Work, but sized up, they don't really look as cool as I thought they would. Like that looks like a bundle of grapes. Realm of Magic does have some really good clusters of crystals. I use these quite a lot whenever I need something like this. So what if I like hid them behind said crystals? And then there's this glowing bar rail we could use from Dine Out, and that stick from the butterfly, because they have black wallpaper, isn't really that noticeable. I feel like maybe if we add in some hanging lighting, like the party kit ones for example, that actually does look kind of fun. We're just a little too close to these stairs, so I'm gonna delete one of the chairs to make sure Sims can round that corner, but I actually really like the background of that. To tie this thing together, I'm just adding some glowing Spa Day mirrors, a moon rug in the background, and some chairs in a lounge style behind. All right, so we've got this really fancy geode bar situation going on upstairs. This is another one. I had zero hope for this to work, but somehow we pulled it off. This build ended up so weird, yet so cool, with so many unique ideas. Using Pinterest AI as our inspiration, I'd say we came up with something pretty cool today. So that's how our build turned out in The Sims 4. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.